Welcome to No Tooth Tony Interviews. The purpose of this channel is to give women a chance to share their voice without any judgment. Please respect all of the guests featured on my show. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alright, so today I have Miss Sophie Mendoza, and she is a new guest on my show. Ever since I met Miss Mendoza, she has been so nice. She is from Devon, out of the UK in England. South England. And yeah, it's an honor to have you here. She is also the co-host of she's also the host of Waffling in Wonderland, podcast on Instagram and YouTube. And she's doing her thing right now. So, and she's also an artist. So yeah, Miss Mendoza, I would like to tell you thank you so much for coming on my show. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'd love to. Thank you very much for having me. I'm Sophie Mendoza. Like Tony has said, I'm from Devon in the UK. I'm currently, though, living on an island in Greece, as that is where my career is taking me at the moment. But yeah, I'm a session singer, songwriter, and vocal coach for the last 14 years. Can't believe that. 14 years, that is crazy. But yeah, and then most recently, I have ventured now into co-hosting Waffling in Wonderland, which is this really incredible podcast all about mindfulness and meditation. We have an element of that at the end, but we just have real fun, deep, philosophical chats, and it's really good. My co-host, Suki, we're good fun. But yeah, now I'm slowly starting to get back into writing again because I took a little bit of time off with everything that's going on. It's been a bit cray. So I thought this would be a good time to center myself, as I know a lot of us in the arts are struggling with work and not knowing what's going on. So I thought, okay, the hustle of being in the music industry is tough, and it keeps you focused, single lane focus for most of my career. So it's been nice to now do this podcast and kind of branch out into other aspects of like mindfulness and wellness, which help with the creative process. So I've started to delve into that now, which is what this podcast is all about. So yeah, that's a bit about me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. My 14 years. Man.
Yeah, I started when I was 18 with Joss Stone, the singer, the soul singer. Yeah, are you digging on me? That one. So with her and her mother, actually, her mother and her partner took me under their wing when I was about 18 years old. And I learned how to songwrite and be on stage and perform and how you work in a studio and things. And that's kind of how it took off from there. And I started bands, I started writing more music. I went to music school, so I got a degree in music from Northwest London, music school up there. So yeah, been hustling.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, okay, you you doing music, but you what 14? I'm just astonished. Like, okay, so all right, so yeah, you performing. How is it performing? Is it fun? Like, do you get nervous? I'll throw up every concert. On the whole audience, everybody will leave.
Some people do. I know Amy Winehouse, for instance, would have to have a bottle of wine before she went on stage. She got that nerve-wracked about it. Yeah, bless her. All respect, love you, Amy. But yeah, so Peter can, there is such a thing as social performance anxiety, and that can be really detrimental to you. But I thankfully don't suffer with that. I just get the nerves when I'm about to go on stage. I'm completely fine all day. If I know I've got a gig coming up, I'm completely fine. It's not until I'm there at the stage door and I'm like, okay, this is it. Okay, okay. And then as soon as I sing my first note, all of that disappears and I just bring it and perform. Yeah. It's a funny one. But everybody's different though. Everybody's different.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. Um, my next question for you is, what if nobody has ever heard your music before, what are three songs that they should listen to?
Oh, that's such a good question. Oh, actually, one of them that they should listen to, I haven't even released yet. It's actually on my Insta. So, Miss underscore Mendoza. Shameless plug there. But yeah, there's Feeling Your Pain, which is a really awesome song. I've recorded it live. It's a live recording of it with acoustic guitar. So it's really, and it's one of those songs where it's just like, oh, you can really feel it. And I love storytelling lyrics. I like to write a story with what I say. I not just like just getting it out there and just hoping somebody resonates with it. I like writing for situations and for stories so that people can relate to it. So there's that one, Feeling Your Pain. Oh, 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 I know. I've forgotten the name of it now. It's like the tip of my tongue. Hold on, hold on. It's a different. I'm thinking of a different song, but I don't want that one. I want this other one. What's this other one called? No, I don't. That's it. I don't fall light. I wanted to say "Don't Wanna Be," and that's the wrong song. I don't fall light. I've got a lot of "don'ts" in my title. I need to be more positive, I think. But yeah, I don't fall light. That's a really good one. That's all about how I fall in love and what a man kind of gets out of my loving. But so that's really soul-y and funky. And then also, oh, oh, it's between two. It's either one called LA because the lyrics in that is really, really fun, actually. There's some really fun. So it's all about kind of helping your girl out when she's down and out, or whether she's broken up with someone, or it's kind of a uplifting girl song, just like, yeah, let's go kind of vibe, which is really cool. Um, but yeah, kind of. But the other one is based on my friendship with a really good guy mate of mine. He kept bringing around girls and they weren't good enough for him. And I was like, for goodness sake, like pick a girl. But no, I'm going to stick with, okay, so LA, definitely listen to, Feeling Your Pain, and I Don't Fall Light. You can find them on SoundCloud.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think that's amazing. Okay, you talk about your podcast?
Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you. Yeah, the podcast is basically me and my friend. That we actually, it's quite a funny story actually. We knew each other from when we were around 17, 18. But it was one of those situations where our friends were friends, but we weren't friends. So I actually hadn't properly met her ever. And our mutual friend, because like I was saying at the beginning when I was introducing myself, I was I was trying to find different things to kind of entertain me and other hobbies that I've always really been interested in, which very much being mindful and kind of being one with everything. Being from Devon, I'm very much into nature and being amongst everything. So for me, I've always liked that about my life, and I've never integrated it. So I was like, okay, now I live on this beautiful island here in Greece. Let's integrate this. And our mutual friend posted up her uh, business because she's a holistic therapist as well as a crystal healer, meditation. And she posted up an advert about what she's doing. And I was like, oh, this looks interesting. I quite like the sound of this. So I went on her Instagram and it was full of all this wonderful, inspiring wellness stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, yeah, I like this. So I got in contact with her and she did a crystal healing with me. And it was incredible. I was like, oh my goodness, how have I, because I'm a Christian, I was like, how have I been missing out on being able to use God's creation like this. This is sick. Like, like this is awesome. And yeah, and so we then just kind of started chatting and everything. And we ended up having, I mean, we would, I don't know about you, but when I was younger, did you ever go on the phone and you would spend hours on the phone to your mates, even though you've just seen them at school, right?
I do that now.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, good for you. Bringing out that inner child. I love it because I haven't done that in ages. Life has totally taken me off, right? And all of a sudden, I'm a 31-year-old woman talking on the phone like I'm 14 again. Like, brrr, oh my goodness, brrr. And it's not like stupid stuff. It's not like, oh, so what did you have for dinner? Oh, I had this for dinner. It's not like that. We actually go into some real deep philosophical points of view of how we're feeling, what's going on right now, like all sorts, every aspect of it, and also how healing can help us and wellness and that kind of mental benefit that we can get from it. So we've like dipped and dived, and we just thought we spend hours on the phone to each other. We should do a podcast. I wonder if anybody else get this level of like positivity from us, because I'm quite a bubbly, positive person. So she, and so when we're together, it's just all this joy is just overflowing. And it's great. We bring that out of each other. So we thought, yeah, sod it. Let's put it in a podcast. So so we have now. We've just done our fifth episode, and it's been really great. We've gone through stuff about like the history of Valentine's Day, which, by the way, is crazy. Lupercalia. There's some stuff. Then you've got, just friendship, general friendship issues and problems that arise, and then what it's like to be a 30-year-old woman, all that pressure we put on ourselves. So we really delve into all of that, but do it in a healthy and encouraging and positive way. So it's cool. So that's our podcast.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
Um,
thank you.
Absolutely. My next question for you is: in these past 14 years, what have been some things in the music business that you learned later on with time that you wish people would have told you when you first started out?
Oh, that's such a good one. Um, a lot. A lot of things, because it's very much, I don't know about how it is in America with the industry, but in Britain it's very much like you really have to find your own way. And I know that that's, in any industry you have to find your own way, but I mean, is the point of you're young, you're naive, and you're trying to get through all these hurdles and get to all these accomplishments that you've got for yourself, and you're thinking like, how do I get here? So you're trying to lean on people that don't necessarily have the right intentions for you, and it's really hard to recognize those people, to bring them in and to help support you. And also that those people, when they do support you and they're saying that they support you, they don't just criticize, they critique. Because to me there's a big difference with, actually, because there's a language, type of language we always use. If you're showing a piece of music to somebody, you'll say, you know what, I've got nothing bad to say about that. That was brilliant. And it's like, why are you trying to say something bad? Like that language, that's really interesting, isn't it? Or I've got nothing bad to say about this, I've got nothing negative. And it's like, well, what should you should be critiquing me, shouldn't you? Not trying to bring me down. And that's something I would have liked to have advised myself on, is that don't get personal with it. Try not, I know it's your baby, like bringing out all this music and you're being vulnerable, but don't take it personally. They just want to say it how they say it, and unfortunately that's the language of the industry, but it doesn't reflect that you're a terrible musician. You just got to work harder. That's the difference. And I think a lot of the time we internalize that and make ourselves feel like we're failures, when it's not. It's just, there's just stuff to work on here, and that's okay, because nothing's perfect. Everything's a work in progress. It's okay. So that's what I would have liked to have kind of been told over and over again. Yeah. Because it's tough. The industry's tough. So, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I understand. Um, my next question for you is: Okay. Um, are there any who are three artists that you would like to work with in the future?
Oh. Oh, that's a tough one because some of the people I want to work with are dead. So,
Well, I'm
so
okay. I'm gonna
there's
ask you.
no hope with that. But I know, unfortunately. but I can answer you the living ones and then we can do the dead ones after if you want. Do you fancy that? All right, then. Okay, so living, I definitely want to work with Phil Collins. Oh man, that would be everything. I would love to work with Phil Collins. I can feel it go. Like that is yes please. Um who else? Who else? Oh, Adele, obviously the legend of Adele. I love Adele. She's such a cool girl. Very, I think we'd get on as well. I think we'd have a good vibe working together. Do you know what I mean? I think that's really important when you work with someone is that you gel. So I know how, see how serious I'm taking this? I'm like, we gel well together. So I think, yeah. So yeah, Adele, Phil Collins, and oh, you know what? I'm going to be really cheesy, but I love him. I absolutely love him. Billy Ocean. I would love to work with Billy Ocean. Caribbean Queen. And we're sharing the same dream. Oh, do you know how many times I used to drive home with my mum listening to his albums all the time? I love like get out of my dreams, get into my car is my jam. I love that tune so much. So yeah, they're my three definitely. For living, for dead, oh, all the greats: Whitney Houston, Etta James, like oh, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else is there? There's somebody else that's recently died, which is gutting.
Were they a
Um,
male or a female?
oh no, and Prince. There you go. I would be a fool to pass that up. So yeah, definitely they're my three. Yeah, definitely. Fantastic musicians. Ugh, ugh, so good, so good. Mm,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
mm.
My next question for you is, what's your zodiac sign?
Ah, well, I don't think it's. I don't think. I think it's quite obvious. I'm a Leo.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yeah, my sun is in Leo, my moon is in Scorpio, and I'm rising, ascending in Virgo. So
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is,
what about you? What's
um,
yours?
my sun is Cancer, my moon is Aquarius, and my rising or my ascendant is Gemini. Yes, ma'am.
Really?
But I'm a
That's a
Cancer.
real interesting mixture.
Very.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's as interesting as mine, isn't it? Oh wow.
But I'm a Cancer to the fullest. Cancer.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Cancer.
yeah.
That's me.
That's cool. I like that. I don't think I've met anybody in Cancer. I don't think.
Yes. Oh,
Oh
and
no.
My Leo, and my Mercury is my no, my Mercury and my Venus is Leo, for sure.
That's cool.
Um,
Oh, okay. Oh no, yeah. My Jupiter's in Cancer. I've just remembered.
what?
Yeah. There you go.
Plays Billy Ocean in the background.
I know exactly. Did it, did it, did
For real. Um, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
cool. I like that.
What is your favorite color?
I'm wearing it actually. Purple. Love me a bit of purple. Bit of royalty there.
Purple is my favorite color too.
Is it?
Yes,
Actually, yeah, I
ma'am.
can tell. Everything's purple here. Yes, that's true.
Everything. Everything
I love
purple.
purple. Indigo, isn't it? That's a powerful color as well with chakras and stuff. So yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
gotcha.
That's awesome. Um, My next question for you is, what are your five favorite foods?
Oh, mate, you're killing me. Because I love me food. If you go on my Insta profile, I'm literally like, I love to sing. What is it? I live to sit at what? I sing to live and I live to eat. So there you go. No, I love my food. Um, oh, that's a tough one. Well, definitely pizza. 100% pizza. I'm a pepperoni girl. I'd have a double pepperoni, but no thick crust business. Like I'm not there for the bread. I'm there for the pizza. That's my personal preference. Um, oh, Daniel's barbecue ribs. Mm. I love that. Yes. Do you know what? I probably could eat that every day of my life if I had to. If I was like, okay, one top food you could only eat for the rest of your life, that would definitely be one of them.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I could easily do that. Yeah,
Me
do you know what I
too.
mean? Yeah, easily. What else? What else? Does dessert count? Yeah, I love. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have. You probably do in America. You guys have got everything. But those profiterole rolls. You know, and they're round with the cream in them, and then they're covered in chocolate. Like you get them here at the supermarket, and they come in like little pots of their own. Oh, oh, that's so nice. I do like me some chocolate. I'm a chocolate girl. I like chocolate. But there's actually, oh, do you know what? I'm going to tell you one. There's one here because obviously dairy milk is the queen and king of chocolate. I know you Americans might disagree, but it is okay. Let's just get things right. No, I'm joking. But here in Greece, there's one that is incredible, actually, which I never thought I'd be able to enjoy chocolate anywhere that wasn't in Britain, and it's really good. And I'm trying to think of what it's called now. And I bought a chocolate spread of it, and I'm like, yes, it tastes like the chocolate, but as a spread. I've never had that before. Oh, what's it called? It's like called Locket. No, no, I can't think of it. Anyway, but that's amazing. There's a Greek chocolate bar that's really good here, and it has strawberry in the middle of it. But it's not like the sweet strawberry. It tastes like real strawberry, but it's like a cream. I can't explain it because it sounds rank, but it isn't. It's nice. But what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I quite like deep fried courgettes. That's very Greek out here, and it's like they dip it in flour and then they fry it, and it's and a bit of lemon on top. It's so good because the lemons out here are very sweet. They're not bitter, and being used to eating lemons in Europe, like England way, they don't taste like that. So it's incredible that they have it on salad. They have it on everything. Oh, it's so good. Lemon is like the bomb. It's so good. See, like living out here, I've been like opening my mind to all these different foods that I'm like, oh, this has a different taste here. Like, it's great. And what else? One more. We have one more. One more. I'm trying to think what I got in my cupboard. Gyros, because of Greece. Gyros is amazing. Like, I'm used to in Britain, like kebabs, a huge delicatessen for the evening when you've had too many of these. So kebabs is a big part of culture in Britain after a night out, and I don't think I ever quite understood the level of actually how good it can taste, not just when you've had a few drinks. And so here in Greece, it's incredible. They have it with tzatziki inside, and it's in like a proper puffy pita, and it's got salad in. They even put the chips, no, fries inside the pitta, and it's just amazing. It is so good. But that's definitely one of mine. Yeah, gyros, pork gyros. So if you're ever in Greece, anybody get a pork gyros.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um,
What about yours?
my favorite food,
Yeah.
shoot, I like lasagna. Um, yeah, lasagna,
Mm.
macaroni.
What,
Um,
like from a place or how your mum makes it?
no, there's no. I'm from the south. Like nobody can. No, you can't out cook a home a grandma here. There's no restaurant that tastes better than a
Really?
grandma's food, a grandmother's food.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
uh,
That's awesome.
all homemade. Yeah.
Nice.
Um, I like
Nice.
macaroni too. I like lasagna, macaroni. I like meat. I like
Ah.
everything. I don't know. I like everything. If it smells
No,
good,
same.
I'll eat it. I'll try it.
Yeah, you just give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? So
That's
I
my
agree. I
that
agree.
might be my downfall one day. I'll just eat anybody food, not even care.
Maybe. It's got like fiberglass in it or something. Yeah, maybe.
Right.
But no.
So right. For real, I gotta
But
be
I know what you
careful.
mean.
I need to be
Yeah,
careful,
you do.
but I'm not. Mm-mm. If it smell good, I'm not gonna turn it down.
Give it a go. It's because you ain't fussy. A lot of people are fussy. And I don't mean like with allergies. I just mean in general,
No, they
people
pick on nah
can be quite
picky.
fussy now. Yeah,
Yeah,
picky,
yeah.
picky,
No, I got you. I
picky.
got you for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna
yeah,
choose.
no, but same.
Um, that's awesome. My next question for you is, what 5 countries would you like to visit?
Oh, mm. Hmm. I think there's parts of countries I'd like to visit as well because I've been to New York in America, and my grandmother used to live in Sarasota, Florida when I was a toddler. So I've visited America, but one place I really would like to visit is Philadelphia, and the other is obviously New Orleans. That was a hunt, like, man, yeah. And talk about ribs. Like, I haven't tried ribs till I've been there, I don't think.
Man,
So, yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, there's definitely those two places, 100% I would like to visit out of America. And I think Bali, I'd love to visit Bali and just have that kind of escape feeling and just have that spiritual. I don't know, it's so beautiful there and so tranquil. I think it would just be like stepping into a completely different world, let alone a different country. And I quite like that when I travel is going somewhere that's completely different to where I'm from and what I know. I quite like that. I find that quite exciting. So definitely Bali's on my list. Hmm. What else? What else have we got? Well, I live in Greece, so I don't need to visit there. So I'm all right with that. Um, there are other places I was thinking about. Oh, yes, there's this place. I've been to Italy, but there's a place in Italy. Oh, I wonder if, do you know what? Hold on a second. I'm going to try and find it. It's really good. And it's this really cool town. It begins with P. And it's on top of like a cliff, like a thing. It's on top of a cliff. And basically, like if you turned around the corner on your road, you would literally just see this city in the sky kind of vibe. And it begins with P. And
what?
yeah, it's really cool. And apparently, there's so much history there, like loads of history, but it's really beautiful. Hold on 1 minute, I'll find it because you've got to see this.
Is it in China?
Definitely. No, Italy.
Oh, Italy. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, no, it's all right. Yeah, it's in
Is
Italy. Hold on,
Priscilla a
just a pic.
country?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got a clue. Priscilla, where's that?
I thought it was in Italy.
Oh, you mean Pisa?
Is it?
Priscilla?
Is it Palmo? No.
Hold on.
Is
I've
it
got it on my
Parma?
Pinterest board.
I know that's right.
I
That's
see these
awesome.
places. I gotta put it down and remember where I want to go.
For real, man.
So
There's a
hold on.
lot of
Oh,
cities.
here we go. I'm gonna completely ruin this, so apologies to every Italian that might be listening. Pitigliano. Pitigliano. Can you read that? Hold on. Can you see that there? Pitigliano.
Whoa.
But look, see,
Whoa. Yeah.
it's is so cool. And like I said, the history in this place is amazing. And they do a music festival in the place. And like it,
What?
yeah, and because of the time of year they do the festival, they like they do the festival. They also have they throw out all their wine, and because it's all obviously Italy, being wineries and everything, so they're changing in the season, so they need to restock the barrels with new wine. So then it's this huge wine and music festival. Like, can you imagine? And all the streets are like tiny streets, and they go like this, like, you know, proper European oldie worldy vibes. Like,
That's
so
awesome.
definitely there.
That's
Certainly
awesome.
fancy that. And also, I'd love to visit Iceland. Iceland as well. There's a
Yes,
lot of
man.
history there with like the Vikings and everything like that. So, love to visit Iceland too. So, yeah, bit of hot and bit of cold. I think that's a good balance. How about you? Where would you like to go when all this is done?
Shoot. Yes, ma'am. I would like to go to Taiwan. I like to go to
Oh,
Thailand. I want to go to
like
China.
Fiji.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Absolutely. I want to go to China. I want to
Mm.
go to Iran, Pakistan, Iraq. I heard that if
My
you,
mum's lived in Iran.
yeah, I heard there's some very
Yeah,
nice people there if you find the right people.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah,
and
my mum used to live there back like in the early 80s. My mum lived there.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I think that's awesome. Oh, I want to go to Turkey too. Turkey. I heard there's
Oh
some
yeah.
nice people in Turkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Well, I
ma'am.
don't know. I'm on the Greek side, so I can't say anything.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
I'm joking. It's all peace and love.
Ooh, and Israel too. Israel.
Oh
Israel. I
yes,
want to go to
the
Israel.
Holy Land.
It's some. I met this one woman there who I'm going to interview. She's like, man, she's so nice.
I bet.
You know, man, she like one of the person. It's like her. It's like, you know, people. It's like their heart is too big. It's so. She one of them.
You feel it, don't you? That just that draw of it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're on about.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. My mate Suki's very much like that. The girl I do my podcast with, her aura is so pure and nice, and it's got her into trouble a few times because she brings the wrong people around. So there is a danger when you're that big-hearted. You got to have your
Absolutely.
boundaries. Got to have your boundaries. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Um, yeah. Oh, I want to go to Jamaica too. Oh no,
Oh,
South America. Man, I want to go to Chile. I want to go to Venezuela. I want to go to Argentina. I want to go a lot of places. I want to go everywhere in
I've got
Africa.
to go. Yeah, I've got to go. It's my surname's a place in Argentina. I've got to go there, Mendoza. I've got to roll up there and be like, hey, everybody. Yeah, how you all doing? You know,
Just tell everybody,
that'd
hey
be
cousin.
amazing.
Say,
Yeah,
hey cousin, hey cousin,
yeah.
hey cousin.
So good.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And maybe I get free wine out of it. You don't know. Because
Yes,
Mendoza's a
ma'am.
Melbeck wine. A
Yes,
very
ma'am.
nice wine, actually. Yeah.
And now I really want to go to the place in Italy on the mountain that you were talking about.
May and the festival is, I think, around August, like end of August vibes. So
That's
for
sweet.
some time in the future, keep your eyes peeled. Yeah. I don't know.
Yes,
Everyone
ma'am.
now is going to listen to this. They're all going to go.
Yes, ma'am.
I've just advertised it for them.
Ooh, okay. There's a place in Georgia. I just interviewed two women from Georgia, the country,
Oh yeah.
and man, there's a place. It's called. It's four letters. I don't want to mess it. It might be Goalie or Moly or something totally something. I don't know. It's some place in Georgia where
Oh.
they're so high up in the mountains that it's very green, like green. It look like in like green, really really green in mountains, but it's they're so high
Wow.
up in the air that their ground is literally clouds, like not fog, not mist, but actual clouds, like and
Whoa.
yeah, it's not. I don't think it's no cities there, but it's houses. A lot of houses, cause it's spread out. Like it's not.
Right.
It's not. What is it called? It's. It hasn't became no city yet, but it was a city, but it hasn't became like no populated city.
I got you.
But
I got you.
man,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it looks so pretty. If I show you this picture, you wouldn't believe it. It look like something somebody drew.
Really?
Like it's awesome.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Yeah, I would love to go there. But yeah, I don't know. I want
Oh,
to go
that's cool.
everywhere. I want to go.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know what you
Yes,
mean.
ma'am. And now I want to go to Devon too. If it's people, like, I
We
gotta
got
meet
the
some.
best, yeah, we got the best fudge and clotted cream around in good old Devon. Oh yeah,
Yes,
even the
ma'am.
Queen likes our way of doing it.
What? Even the Queen?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah. Like we
that's
rival against Cornwall, which is literally so if you think of England like with the boot at the bottom, so Cornwall is the tip of the boot, and Devon's the next part along going up in back into the line. So we're right next to each other, and we're like, no, our cream's better, no, our cream's better, and it's all this whole thing. It's all fun. It's nothing. Well, I hope it's fun anyway. It's not serious the rivalry, but yeah, we're always battling against who's got the best fudge or the best cream. It's, important stuff. Yeah, we got. Oh dear.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is: would you rather go into
Okay.
space or deep sea diving?
Space,
What would you like to see in
definitely
space?
space. Everything. I just think, and there's the opportunity to see everything. That's what makes it so cool. Whereas I think with the deep ocean, it's so dark. So you'd see some real, well, you wouldn't see a lot of things because it's so dark. But I think go with a light. But yeah, in space, there's everything. And sound would be insane. Like when we're so used to even birds tweeting, like you're used to some kind of noise here on Earth. So I think to kind of go somewhere where there's nothing will be crazy, and just all the like the galaxies, the Milky Way, like going past all the planets, and that would be sick. And I wonder if you could see a shooting star actually in space. I wonder if you could see it. Like, do you know what I mean? I think that would be so cool. Like stuff that we see on Earth. I wonder what it would look like being in it. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot I'd like to see.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, my next question for you is: what are some of your favorite animals?
Oh, elephant. I love me an elephant. I think they're very, very wise creatures, and that it just blows my mind how long they can be on our Earth for, and that they remember as well. They're very much a mammal in that way of knowing who they are and what they're about. I think that's pretty unique and really cool as an animal. And I also love gorillas. I don't know why. I love a silverback gorilla. They're so cool. And maybe it's because of the film Tarzan, like when I was little, I don't know. But but no, I love gorillas. I just think that the way that they look after each other, like with their families, they're very family orientated, and I think that's beautiful. I know most animals in some, to some degree are like that with their families, but it's just I think there's something human and like with gorillas. So that's why maybe I kind of see that, and it's really sweet. And like the unit, it's just such a unit. They kind of go around together, they find food together, they all sleep together, and where they live is beautiful. Like it's such a cool environment, to just chill out in the trees. It's nice. It's a good vibe. I like that vibe. I like the idea of it. Yeah. So yeah,
Yes,
and I like the way they look, like their noses is so cool. Love the look. It's cool. Love the look of a gorilla. What am I talking about? Um, but you know what I mean. They're nice. They're nice, nice animals, as well as ferocious. So don't get me wrong. I'm not going to just go up and high five one, but but yeah, they're cool animals. Yeah, and endangered, so it's sad as well.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um,
Mm.
my next question for you is, what are some of your favorite drinks?
Mm. Well, I kind of gave you a hint already with the Argentina talk. I do love a red wine, and not to blow my own horn, it is a Mendoza Malbec red wine, is what I like. Not that I've got any family ties to it. Like it's not mine. If it was, there would be none left. No, I'm joking. That would be up to my mum. No, I'm joking. No, so yeah, I do love a good Melbeck red wine. That's any red wine actually I really enjoy. I'm not really a white wine drinker. I like red or rosé. Um, but for beers, I do like a Corona with a slice of lime in it. I love that. Love that. I'm also a fan of tequila. I like a tequila with an orange wedge. That's how I like to do that. And they say as well, I tried it. We had there was a shot a couple of years ago. I was given a shot, and the orange wedge had cinnamon dusted on top of it. It was delicious, like so it wasn't like having like party have a shot. It was actually really nice. I was like, oh, I could have another one of them and just sip it and enjoy myself. I was like, this is nice. So I had a newfound respect for tequila a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'm a big tequila fan. Gold tequila. um and and a G&T. Do you like a G&T? Now, I don't know about the pink G&Ts. I think they give me a bit of a headache, but I do like the standard normal with a couple of slices of cucumber. Mm, very refreshing. And if you want to be really fancy, have the cucumber with Hendrick's gin, because that's very nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, it's very nice. But yeah, you're
Um,
asking a Brit here about alcohol. We know it.
I didn't even think about that till just now.
Yeah, we're Brit. Yeah, we know. We know our stuff. I'm not even sure where that comes from, though. That's something I'm really interested to find out. Is where that stereotype of being British and going for a drink and going down the pub, like it's very much, it is in our culture to go to the pub. It really is. Every Friday, Saturday night, there will be a local pub with a live band. Like all your mates are there. Oh yeah, yeah, very much a traditional English thing to do. Funny, very funny.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. That's awesome. I should have known. I should have known.
Yeah, You have to remember that for next time. The next time you talk to a Brit, you'll have to say,
Yes,
you have to
ma'am.
ask about it.
Um,
How about you? Do you like a drink? What do you drink? Because you're 23, aren't you? So you're of age. Yeah.
dang, how you remember my age?
I remember. Elephant, remember? Elephant.
That's awesome.
No, I'm very observant. I'm a very observant person.
Yes,
It's a
ma'am.
gift and a curse, but yeah, very observant.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, I say, shoot. Okay, so where I'm from, we have like homemade alcohol too. We have like, okay, we have moonshine.
Oh,
Do you know moonshine?
yeah. I
Yes,
remember that
ma'am.
from the films, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I
Ah,
like mango blueberry moonshine. I also like we have some wine here, but it's like not professional like homemade wine. It tastes
no, I
like
know what you mean.
it tastes real sweet like Kool-Aid. It tastes like juice water.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
it's what older people make. A
Ah,
lot of older people make it, but
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
is dying out. Like the moonshine is dying out. Taste wise, the older people aren't
Oh,
really. People can't make it
yeah.
like the old people do. They doing that. But yeah.
Mm.
But I also like all other wines too. That's sweet. If it's sweet, fruitful, I like it.
You're good at it. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah. Although you might like a Melbeck, it's not very heavy.
yes,
It's like
man.
they call it a medium body, a Melbeck. Because if you think of a Merlot, always look at the color. If the color's like really deep, dark red, then that's heavy. And then you'll be out for the count after a couple of glasses. But if it's like lighter in color, then you know that it's lighter. So that's really good. And that's normally fruitier as well. So yeah,
Yes, man. Well,
there you
the
go. Hot tip.
hot tip. Yes, man. Well, no dark wine, light wines
Yeah,
only.
no,
Light
heavy.
wines only. Yes, man.
Yeah.
I want. I like the lightest of the light. For real.
Ah, I see, I
For
see. Well,
real.
to be fair, with rosé, traditionally, like in Italy and especially France, I was really shocked. One time when I think, what was I doing there? I was there for some reason. I can't remember. I must have been about 20, and we ordered a rosé wine, and I'm telling you, it was the plushest pink I've ever seen. Like not even pink. It was like white. It was crazy how light the color was. And I was really shocked. And I kind of said to the waiter, I said, "Oh, wow, this is incredible color. It's so light." And he was just like, "Well, yeah, you're English. So you see the dark, cheap stuff." I was like, cheers. But he did have a point because it was really beautiful wine and it tasted beautiful. So he was right. He's just got a funny way of showing it. But then again, the French don't always like us British, so never mind.
Oh man.
Never mind.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Um, that's awesome. I love wine. Love wine. The
Mm.
other stuff is too strong for me. It just hit me too fast. I be
I see. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
Um,
No, wine's good though. I do like a good. It's just you got to be careful of your teeth with red wine because you go all like purpley in your teeth,
yeah.
and that
Yes, ma'am.
you can look like a zombie by the end of the night. It's like people are like, "Whoa, what's up with you?"
Where you been this whole time we been drinking?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. All of a sudden, you're like friggin', off to Willy Wonka factory. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
good.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Off the Willy Wonder Factory. Yeah.
When she blows up like a blueberry
The
and you have to roll
violet.
her.
Yeah.
That's
For
what I
real.
mean.
For
Brilliant.
real. That's
Yeah.
funny. Um, that's cool. All right. So, Miss Mendoza, my next question for you is: what are your plans for the next 5 years, and what are your plans for the next 10 years?
Now, this is a really good one. So we're gonna bring it down now in the tone. No, but no, it's a really interesting question because that was 100% my mindset for a very long time. Where I was like, I've got places to go, I need to hustle, I've got to be here, I've got to do this by this time, this time, and this time, especially in the music industry where they want you to be really under the age of 25 to get into it. Um, and so you're kind of at a time crunch and you're like, okay, so I've got to be here, 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 here this time, and I've got to be doing this and this and this at this time. So from like about 17, 18, when that's when professionally I started to focus, that was when I was just in this gear of go, go, go. And there's so much pressure in that gear of go, go, go. And what I find more beneficial than thinking of it as in a 5 year, 10 year plan, I have ideas of what I want to do. But I don't, if I think about where I was 5 years ago, there's no way I would have thought I'd be living on an island in Greece right now. There's no way, no way. And that my career would have taken me here, no way, would not have thought that. And it's what I think is important is to just remember whatever your dreams are and your goals are, is that you just maintain consistency in your joy and in your conviction. Because as long as you've got all these great ideas and you've got all these dreams to focus on, 100% go for it. But there is always a part that you have to worry about with the pressure, and that if you don't get to this goal post by this time, does that mean you failed? No, it doesn't mean you failed. And that is a big, which we don't really think about when we're making our plans of 5 year, 10 year. We don't think about that. We think of like, this is where I'm going to be. And it's very positive and that's awesome. It's full of joy and confidence. And that's what you want to get going 100%. But it is, you've also got to maintain that. And the pressure can be really tough when you get to that goalpost of 5 years and you haven't done all the things that you thought you would have done and you didn't think you would be where you are. That's tough. And that's a hard pill to swallow for some people. And it's also just, like I said, containing and maintaining the consistency of knowing whatever your journey is to get to where you want to be, is that you are consistent with joy and with your health and with happiness of knowing that you're on your way and you're going to get there, but it might not happen when and how you want it to. And that's okay too. So that's kind of my 5, 10 year plan. Not having one.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
I'm joking. But it's just about being content. That's my main thing about it is being content in whatever you're doing, and have your dreams, 100%, but have content as well
Yes, ma'am.
where you're at. Mm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, how is it living in Greece?
Different. No, it's beautiful. I love it. It's wonderful. I'm looking at my window right now. No, it's wonderful life. I really enjoy it. Everything's very fresh here. And I mean with the food, very fresh food. They don't understand the concept of convenience. So, like having your meals, you can just pop in the microwave, and they don't have any of that here. It's all you want to, and especially when you think of where I come from and in my traditions of food that I like to eat, they don't have it here. So, I have to make it. Like, because I'm on an island as well, there's no Indian restaurants here. I absolutely love Indian cuisine. Like, it's very much a part of British culture to like a curry. And I don't have it here. And so I've been making my own peshwari naans. I've been making my own chicken tikka masalas, my own coconut curries. I've been bringing like, because I'm craving those tastes. But if you think about it, whilst I'm doing that, because I'm doing that, I'm having a much healthier diet. So actually, my way of living is a lot healthier, which I didn't anticipate that. I was just thinking every country is like every other country. You eat, you eat. But no, you don't. It's very, very different here. And like I said about the lemons and stuff, you want to eat a salad because it tastes insane. So it's amazing, you know. So that the food part of it is incredible. Didn't even think about it before I moved here that it would be that influential and really nice and a really good, healthy way of looking at your life. It's great. Obviously, the weather is amazing coming from Britain. Anything's amazing that's got sun. Um, but yeah, so I love the weather here and the people. The people are really, really nice here. It's not what I expected when I first came here because I'd never actually come here for holidays. I'd never come here at all. So when I came for work, that was a real like, whoa, okay, everybody's really chill. Everyone's got their way of being, and they're very like this and like it's awesome. Like I suppose it's the same way as we look at Italians, the stereotype. Greeks are very similar with their gestures and the way they talk, and it's very. But I love it. It's so good. I like knowing the language and that other tourists don't know, and I'm like, I know what they're saying. So it's great. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really nice, nice place to live. I'm really liking it so far.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, can you speak any other languages?
I can speak a little tiny bit of French because I learned it at school. So parlez-vous français?
No, I can't.
No,
I can't speak French.
no, no. Okay, that's fine.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I speak a
I
little
can
bit of
hear
French.
it, but I can't speak it at all.
Ah, no, I know Greek, obviously, and I know a little bit of Albanian as well. So like Chaben Emir. That means, how are you? Good.
That's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, so I know a few things. Yeah, few
Yes, ma'am.
languages now.
Can you
How about
send?
you?
I know a little bit of Spanish. Yeah.
Ah,
Um,
you see, that's not. I don't know a lot of Spanish. A little bit, but not a lot.
okay, so it's like I can't. I can probably. All right, I don't know how to explain it. I know a little bit of Spanish. That's it though. Just a little bit.
Okay,
Just a
all right,
little bit.
okay,
Mm-mm.
all
But
right.
yeah.
No worries.
Um, can you send a positive message in Greek to the Greece community?
Oh my goodness, here we go. You're testing me now. Oh shit. um, hon. Okay, let me think. Will you?
Take your time. Take your
Yeah, I'm
time.
trying to. Yeah, thank you, because I'm just having to think. Um, okay, I got it. Okay, my positive thing in Greek is Simera polioreo, que κάθε μέρα, όλα πολύ ωραίο. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. So, Miss Mendoza, my next question for you is, what would you like to tell your future self 20 years from now?
Oh, what would I like to tell my future self from now?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope you're content.
For real.
I hope you're happy. Yeah, I hope you're content. I hope you're enjoying whatever you're doing, and that you found some success and happiness in your life, and that there is a small part of me, like as much as like I want to be content and happy with whatever comes, I would like to hope I'm still doing something in music. I would like to hope I'm doing that. So I would like to encourage and keep going because 20 years from now, yeah, I'd be like, holy shit, I'd be 51. What? I'm no academic, but that's scary. Like 51. Well, yeah, I hope I am still doing something in music. That would be amazing. If I was 51 and still doing something in music, that would be a pretty cool achievement. But if not, that's okay too. As long as I'm content and happy in whatever's happening, that's all I really worry about. So, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is: are there any shout outs that you would like to make to your friends or to your family?
Oh, definitely to my mum. Yeah. Big up, Lynn Mendoza. Ooh. Yeah, big her up. Yeah, definitely to my mum. She's amazing. So would love to say hello to you. And also my co-host Suki on my podcast, Suki Carpenter. Hello. Definitely. Yeah. And who else? Oh, my friend Cookie, their little baby fox. Yeah, and Miles. Hey. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, and
ma'am.
probably my boyfriend. Hi. But he's here, so it doesn't really count.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Um, what would you like to tell your boyfriend 20 years from now?
You better put a ring on it. You better block that down, mate. No, I hope we're happy. That's what I just want to say. 20 years from now, I hope you're happy and you're looking after me as much as I look after you. Mm.
Better put a ring on it.
And that, yeah. I don't want to be 51 and not, oh my goodness. That'd be so, well, to be fair, actually, saying that though, like, don't fix it with something that isn't broken. There's that in there. There is that. So actually, whatever, see what I'm saying? Content, whatever happens, it happens. Be content with it, love it, embrace it. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. That's awesome. My next question for you is: what would you like people to know about you before they go to your social medias?
Mm. That I'm genuine with what I put up there. I stopped a long time ago. I stopped a long time ago putting up stuff I thought people wanted to see and what I thought people knew about me, and that I had to represent that. So when you go there, you will find genuine posts that are of me feeling good or not feeling good, music that I've been working on, covers. I did a project during the first lockdown here in Greece called Sophie Sunday Sessions, and I did covers every Sunday of just some great music by great musicians. Every Sunday I did that, and it was just a way for me to focus and things like that. So, it was just so awesome to have that and to keep me feeling fulfilled, even though I wasn't working. That was tough. And yeah, it kind of gave me that oomph to have a good sing song and also spread the joy of the music with everybody that was also in a bit of a funk, just like I was. So yeah, that was really good. So yeah, you'll find a bit of that. You'll find lots about my cat. You'll see lots of stuff to do with my cat. But yeah, it's just all my life and genuine, nothing false or something I'm trying to put up there to represent what I want you to think of me. It's all me. I've got to an age now where I'm grown and I know that I'm good enough. So there you go. What you got is me. Enjoy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
the singing, all the talking, and all the looks. Go for it. You'll have fun.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Do you mind singing one of the covers that you sung before, or one of your songs?
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, let me think. Um, oh, do you know what? I've been singing around my house today, so it's funny you say that. Amy Winehouse's song called Halftime. and it's from her Lioness Hidden Treasure album. So it's like her latest album that she came out, and I love the chorus on it. It's so like, So yeah, here we go. Okay, excuse me. Have time, time to think it through. Consider the change. See it from a different view. Have time. Time to think it through. Consider the change. Yeah, it's a good
Yes,
song.
man. Yes, man. That's a great song. That's a great song.
It's a good song.
Do you mind singing one of your previous songs that you made before?
Mm, which one? Which one? Um, is it feeling? Should I do feel? I'm thinking, should I do feeling or should I do? Um, oh, okay. It's a bit of a sad one though, but it's my most recent one, so I really like it. But it's called feeling your pain. I hear her cry as she loses her mind. Takes to the bottle to survive. Mm-mm. Makes her friends worry to all hours of the night, making them believe she is lost to the devil of the night. Gets it attacked. She thinks it's all fine. It's an act. I've been feeling your pain long enough to know. Mm, Your colors fade out, your faith is renowned, drain away. Mm, 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 mm. I've been feeling your pain long enough to realize I'll help you break through, I'll take care of you.
Sing, girl.
There you go.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop you.
No,
No.
no, 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 that's enough. The rest you got to pay for it. No, Jackie.
Straight up. Absolutely, absolutely. What y'all
Thank you.
say? Cheers, cheers. Is that what you?
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's
Thank
awesome,
you.
man. That's awesome. You are very talented. I like it. I want to hear the real song now. Really?
Oh, well, it's on my Instagram at the moment, but I think I might do a proper release at some point. But you can, it's like a, because obviously we're in lockdown here, so with the Sophie Sunday sessions, it was getting more difficult to do them, to go out and about. Because I thought, why am I just singing in my room when I've got this beautiful island as my backdrop? Like, come on now. So I was like, right. So I was going out and doing all these great videos with the scenery of where I live, and with lockdown, it made that really difficult. So I stopped, and I thought it might be a nice way to kind of end the series was to sing one of my own. So it's not as beautiful as all the other ones that I've done, but it didn't need to be because it's a very intimate song, as you can hear. So yeah, so that was my last one, was one of my own. So everyone got a sneak peek of it as a live performance, but yeah, you can't get it yet.
Gotta pay
In due
for it.
time, in due time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, how do you feel women are represented in the world?
Mm, mm. Much better than our ancestors have been, 100%. It's nice to see the progression, and thankfully. But it still kind of blows my mind that only 100 years ago were we given the vote. Like, that's actually mental. 100 years ago, Like my grandmother's 93. So she was 7 years shy of not being, do you know what I mean? Like, that's mad, isn't it?
Very
Just
mad.
to think, yeah, just to think that there was a world that was like that. And I don't know if there's Netflix. There's a Netflix series called Bridgerton that's out, which is really cool. It's like a multiracial cast. It's really good fun, and it just. But what I found really interesting at the root of it all was what she says, the girl, when she talks about getting married, and she says about this is all I've got. This is what I've been trained for my whole life, and this is my only opportunity is to marry well so that she can continue having like a standard life, like not even anything special because she's a woman. And that completely blew my mind. I've always known that about, culture back in like, Edwardian, Georgian times, talking like, 17th, 18th century. Like I always understood that women were only bred to be wives and mothers. That was it. That was their only right, was to have that. And so that's quite insane where you think we've come from to where we are now. That's quite a progression. And I'm really proud of the people, of the women as well, that have stood for us, especially in the 80s. They stood for us then, and they kept bringing up the bar of, let's raise our women up. So we're not there completely. Like there's still stuff going on within industries, whether that's acting or music. There's still that divide of, oh, a woman's got to look like this and all of this and all of that goes on. But it is good to know that it's getting better. And I think, especially during this pandemic, I think even though there's been a lot of terrible stuff happening and a lot of loss, I think there's also been actually a really nice silver lining for women in particular, because we're not, like, it's quite funny really when you think about it, but we don't have to wear makeup every day because we're at home and we're chilling out. So even though it's good and it's good for your mental health to have a shower and brush your hair and do whatever you want to do that makes you feel alive and makes you feel good, 100% you do you. But it is nice how women have kind of taken the pressure off of themselves to do that every day. And it's like, so now we're just vibing our natural selves. And I'm digging myself in tracky pants and no makeup and my hair in a messy bun or whatever your jam is. Like that's been quite empowering for women. And they've been putting up on their Insta stories. Like loads of my friends have been like, no makeup day and I'm feeling good about it. And then other girls are putting up saying, I actually put makeup on today. I feel good about it. And it's great. It's like we're owning our beauty and and that's pretty cool and unique. So to be represented, we've also got to represent ourselves, and we have to do that, and we have to respect each other for how we do that. Um, but yeah, so it's getting there. It's getting there. It's not there yet, but it's getting
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I agree. Um, my last question for you is,
there.
what would you do if you were the queen?
I'd make everybody. This is going to be a British thing, but I would make everybody eat their cream teas the Devon way. But like, I'd make it an order. But so all the Brits are going to be losing their mind right now. But yeah, no. But oh, that's such a good one. But the thing is, unfortunately, the Queen doesn't have a lot of power anymore. It's more government, but she does a lot of charity work and she does a lot of really cool things like that, and meeting depth and what's it? Ah, da. Diplomats. There we go. Meets a lot of diplomats and people. So, what was your question?
Yes, ma'am. What would you do if Miss Sophie Mendoza was the queen?
How is it? Okay. So, okay. I thought that's what you said. I just wanted to check. Um, Do you know what? I don't know. Yeah, definitely do something with music, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I'd make sure like yes. Okay. So back in like the 50s and 60s or even 70s, I think. Yeah, actually, yeah, because it's only really, I would say it's only really been the last 20 years, it's not really been done that much in certain parts of Britain, but not everywhere. We have street parties. Like they were huge at one point in Britain, which I think it's very similar in America, isn't it? You guys have like block parties and that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we used to, we don't very much anymore. And that would be something I would 100% bring back. So we have, do you have anything called bank holidays? Do you know what that is in America? Bank holiday?
I'm not sure. We probably do. I
I
don't
don't
know
know. It's basically like a day. Oh, I think you do, but you call it something else. It's like a day where you'd normally go to work, but it's actually a national holiday.
for sure. I know you're talking
So
about.
then you get the day off, kind of thing,
Yeah,
right? Same with schools, yeah, all that kind of thing. You get it
we
off. A
call it
Labor Day,
labor. That's what we call it. Yeah,
yeah, okay, yeah. So we have bank holidays sometimes like 4 times a year. So then I would make those bank holidays actual block party holidays as well. So everyone's got to get in the street, socialize with their neighbors, like let's come together, everybody, and have a drink, have some ribs, have some Melbeck wine,
and
and play
eat
some music and have a nice time. Yeah,
and
that's what
eat
I would
cream
do.
cheese the Devon way.
Yeah, and eat cream cheese the Devon way. Yeah,
I know
exactly.
some people are going mad right now.
Yeah, they are. There's some Cornish people losing their shit.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But no, yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to bring more of a sense of community. Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Me
Yeah.
too. Me too. Well, Miss Sophie Mendoza, I would like to tell you thank you so much for coming on my show. Is there anything that I didn't ask you, or is there anything that we didn't talk about that you would like to say?
No, I think we pretty covered everything from cream teas to singing. I'm good. Yeah, we did well. No, thank you very much for the opportunity. It's been really nice and a really cool experience. And yeah, it's nice to share what's going on with me and hopefully encourage other people that may be on the same path or been there or going to go and do it. I hope that I've enlightened or given some guidance and some laughs. So thank you very much for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't even say that without laughing.
For real, I didn't. I did not know you were this energetic from Clubhouse. I did not know you were like that. You were so quiet.
Yeah, yeah,
So quiet.
yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, that was like my first couple of days on it. So I was like, this is crazy.
Oh,
Like
now
it
you
was,
are, but you own it now, huh?
yeah, now I'm like, yeah, yeah. Now
For
they're like,
real.
Jesus, who is this girl? Like,
For real. That's cool. That's cool.
so no, it's good. Yeah.
Thank you again, Miss Mendoza.
Now you're more than welcome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.